Thank you for joining us on yet another interesting time out on Engineering and You. You know how we do it this quarter. We're bringing you debate competition from students across Ogun State, all competing on engineering topics as well as innovation to help you understand better the emphasis and the need for us to see the advantages of engineering and innovation in our society. My name is Miriam Usman. This program is brought to you by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon FNSC in collaboration with Nigerian Society of Engineers at Belkuta branch. When we return, we'll introduce to you our judges as well as our participants on the program today. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, and I'll hand you over to our judges, representatives from Nigerian Society of Engineers. Hello, judges.
Thank you, Miriam. It's another day looking at these young minds as we explore together the debates. My name is Engineer Lucian Obamidele Agbaji, MNSC, MNICE. Thank you for having me on the show today.
It's good to be here again on this edition of the Engineering and You School Debates. I am Engineer Temitope Haboeji, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and a Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Water Engineers. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable judges. Introducing our timekeeper who has always ensured that we are on time on the program, Adewale Adenuga.
Hi, Miriam.
Finally. You get to hear more from our timekeeper on the program today. Now let me remind you of something that is very obvious in Nigeria. Every year, different tertiary institutions, whether universities, polytechnics, or college of education, graduate students all over from different types of engineering courses, from civil engineering to water resource engineering, agricultural engineering, and many of them. Despite the increase of the graduates of engineers we have from this tertiary institution, we also have engineers that have also gone abroad to study engineering and back to the country to practice. But again, despite the numbers of engineers we have in our country, we still see a lot of foreign engineers in our country handling major projects in Nigeria. Can only make you ask the questions: what are engineers in Nigeria doing? What are the hope of young people who wants to study engineers and of course graduates from this tertiary institution in Nigeria? Is there a space for them to practice this profession? Today we are looking at local engineers are more important to national development than foreign engineers. That's the topic. And we have two teams who will be speaking against this topic and in support of this topic. If you ask me, you know my answer already, but it's a debate competition. In debates, they can tell you white is blue and blue is white, as long as there are points to back them up. We only work with facts and data in debate competition. Now, introducing to you our debaters on the program today. By my right hand, we have Baptist Boys High School, heavily prepared for the competition today.
Hi, everyone.
And also on my left, a team of all women ready to battle the boys from Baptist Boys High School is Jacob High School, Ota.
Hi, everyone.
So on the program today, it's safe to say it's the boys versus the girls. But I'm going to hand you over to the judges who are going to give us the modalities that guides our debate competition today. And yes, you watching at home, you're also part of our judges. So ensure you're very, very much glued to your screen and do not miss any second on this conversation, because when it comes to the debate, it's always fierce. Nobody is ready to go down for the other. But this is the quarterfinals in preparation of the semifinals. So just one team wins from this competition today and advances to semifinals. Who will that team be? I'll leave it to time to tell. We'll be back. Please stay with us.
All right, well, you're welcome once again. And for Jacobs High School, that is debating it for, and Baptist Boys High School, that is speaking against, for the purpose of clarity, we would like to do the rundown of the score for you. For your technical contents, that's going to carry a 40%. For your rebuttals, your ability to counter your opponent's points, you have 20 points. Then for the tenses, for the use of English, which is broken down into the tenses, the dressing, the composure, and the grammar, that's going to carry 40%, all total of 100%. Is that clear? So, for the other thing you need to know is the time allotted for your debates. The first three rounds, you'll be given 2 minutes, plus the fourth round, which is going to be 1 minute. That is 7 minutes for each group. Do you get it? So, thank you, and I wish you the very best.
Imagine a nation built by its own hands, driven by its own minds, and fueled by its own innovations. A nation where local engineers are the pioneers of growth and the guardians of viability. The blueprint of a nation's destiny must be drawn by its own people, not borrowed hands. Good day, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, accurate timekeeper, and co-debaters. My name is Adiogun Adeola, a student of Jacobs High School, and I stand here today to firmly support the motion which states local engineers are more important to national development than foreign experts. For the avoidance of doubt and to ensure adequate understanding, local engineers are trained professionals from within the country, while foreign experts are specialists from other countries contacted to provide technical, scientific, or managerial expertise. National development, on the other hand, is the overall economic, industrial, infrastructural, and even social progress of a nation. To begin with, local engineers are more interested in the maintenance and sustenance of their projects, as they'll be living and working in the community long after the foreign experts have departed. They ensure that design projects are successfully sustained and maintained for a long period of time. National development is achieved over a long period of time, and the local engineers are readily able to serve, compared to foreign experts who initiate the projects and then leave. Multiple empirical studies and World Bank reviews conclude that when local practitioners are involved in the implementation of projects are more likely to be maintained to deliver lasting benefits. Also, there will be retention of wealth within the country. Foreign experts are often paid in foreign currency, leading to a large outflow of national funds. However, employing local engineers keeps more money circulating within the country's economy. This not only boosts government income, but also allows government to invest in education, research, most especially technological development. The Nigerian Society of Engineers reported that employing local engineers keeps billions of naira within the country, rather than sending it abroad as payments to foreign experts. Furthermore, local engineers have deeper understanding about their environment, their culture, and the terrain problems of their country. They know which material can withstand tropical heat or heavy rainfall. Foreign experts may say that he also has knowledge about these things, but no matter how much research you've done about a country, it cannot compete with a local engineer's personal and deep experience with its own infrastructure problems and terrain. Thank you.
As Proverbs chapter 15 verse 22 reminds us, that plans failed for lack of counseling, but to the multitude of advisors, they succeed. Foreign engineers are not intruders, they are strategic planners. They did not come here to steal the spotlight, they wire it for us to see better. But as a well-trained African child, I'll let to give respect to respect is due to by saying good day, Mr. Chairman. Father of Guidance, I salute you. Happy 10 people, co-debaters and admirable audience. My name is Peter Samuel Oluwani. I am for Baptist Boys High School, and I am here to oppose the motion which says local engineers are more important to national development than foreign expats. To start with, foreign experts are the ones who are going to make our life easier. They build what we cannot yet imagine. In 2025, Nigeria is collaborating with China, Germany, and the American engineers on projects like the Lagos Highway and the Abuja Smart City. They improve the AI-driven system and the underwater tunnels. Local experts are learning. Yes, foreign experts are leading. In 2025, the Nigeria first AI-driven system in Abuja was built by the Swedish Nigeria team, who made it easier for us. Without foreign input, we will be stuck in traffic, literally and metaphorically. You can't build a Tesla with a typewriter, neither can you build tomorrow's future with yesterday's tools. As Proverbs, Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 reminds us that two are better than one because they have a good result for their output. Collaboration multiplies the result, and foreign experts are part of that divine equation. You cannot be the future that flies without making your wings to spread for global wisdom. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, foreign experts do not come to compete, they come to complete. Ladies and gentlemen, foreign experts come to teach, they don't overreach, they build the bridge and hand us the beach. As Ecclesiastes chapter 22 verse 10 says that if the ache is dull and its edge unsharpened, more strength is needed and skills bring success. Foreign experts don't just build structures, they build system and sustainability. Thank you.
My chief speaker read up a very strong case concerning the motion which says that local engineers are more important to national development than foreign experts. Honorable judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Amdini Deborah, and I'm here to add a few things to what my chief speaker has said. Firstly, by prioritizing local engineers, we are promoting our national pride and self-reliance. We are demonstrating our confidence in the ability of our people to drive development and solve complex problems. This encourages our local engineers to take pride in their work. Take for instance, the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, produced the electric power tricycle, which we call the Keke Napep. Yes, they did not bring the designs. They got the designs from India, but the fact that they were able to assemble the materials and make it adapt to the environmental conditions makes them more important. So a local engineer is more important because they know the environmental conditions better than a foreign expert. So they may bring good technologies, but the way they will implement it in our environmental conditions makes them more important. And so I want to use the opportunity to appeal to the government to give more opportunities to our local engineers because their contributions are far more crucial to national development than foreign experts. Furthermore, there is a limit of we can retain foreign experts in our country as they tend to be more expensive than local engineers because their foreign currency is stronger than ours. Take for instance, a foreign expert may earn between $5,000 to $10,000 monthly, depending on the industry and qualifications. But yet, in contrast, a local engineer with similar qualifications may earn significantly less. As on the 8th of November 2025, we see that the US dollar costs 1,436 naira when valued in the Nigerian currency. And if we take a look back at my analysis, we will see that a foreign expert will pay about 10 million naira per month. But yes, if you value a local engineer, there will be more retention of wealth within our country's economy rather than bringing it out here. Yes, you can have a foreign expert to bring investments, but let me ask you a question. Will a country wait for a project to be established by a foreign expert before it can generate revenue for other sectors? Obviously, no. But yes, a local engineer will have to keep money circulating within the country's economy. It helps to save money because they are more cost effective. And yet, helps us to improve other sectors rather than the technological department. And ladies and gentlemen, I am not saying that foreign experts will not be needed, but local engineers are more important to national development than foreign experts. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 21st century. An age where the borders of knowledge are vanished and progress speaks only one language,
excellence. Today, I stand with the opposition team to proudly oppose the motion which states local engineers are more important to national development than foreign experts. Local national development is not just about building things, it's about constructing it. Firstly, foreign experts are the bridge between developing nations and foreign expertise. Imagine a nation trying to build a spaceship using a wheelbarrow. That's exactly what happens when nations reject foreign expertise. After World War II, Japan was a pile of ashes. Its industry shattered. But instead of isolating itself, it invited American engineers and German industrial engineers reach out to build factories, teach new methods and transfer technology. Today, Japan Total still partner with foreign research institutions in order to improve production. So while local engineers are the backbone of development, foreign experts are the muscles of global innovation. They don't threaten us, they upgrade us. Furthermore, foreign experts bring global standards, technology, and skill transfer. In 2023, President Dangote Refinery in Nigeria, Africa's largest, began operation. It invited over 5,000 specialists from India, Italy, and US in order to install a pressure system and specialized machinery unavailable locally. Does that make Nigeria weak? No, it's made that wiser. These foreign experts trained hundreds of young Nigerians who are now capable of running and maintaining world-class refinery. Furthermore, the global economy rewards international synergy, not local monopoly. Take a look at Dubai, a desert turned into paradise. In 1971, the United Arab Emirates had there, but no infrastructure. So it invited foreign expertise in order to join hands with its local engineers. Today, the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on earth, stands not as a symbol of foreign dominance, but as a symbol of foreign cooperation. Thank you.
Facilitate knowledge transfer. That was to say that foreign experts will help to transfer the knowledge to the local engineers. But let me ask you one question. What good will knowledge do without the right for application? A local engineer who understands the environment and everything will actually know how to implement this project very well. Yes, they will apply your knowledge. Yes, I'm not saying you are wrong. But the local engineers are more important in the sense that they will implement this project in a way that it adapts to the environmental conditions and it also generates revenue for the country in a developing country like ours. Furthermore, my opponent says something about job opportunities. The foreign experts wants to create job opportunities. But let me tell you something. Yes, interesting perspective, but we're talking based on facts here and not convictions. Yes, foreign experts may bring job opportunities, but an overwhelming majority, according to research, an overwhelming majority of jobs in Nigeria are provided by local engineers, particularly within the small and medium sectors and informal sectors, rather than the foreign-owned companies. Yes, foreign companies, they bring a significant development, like the economic value and tax contributions. But yes, they provide a relatively small percentage of the jobs in our country. Yes.
Also, my opponent said something about local engineers, about foreign experts bringing high-quality projects. Are you telling me that foreign experts projects don't fail? I'm also not saying that local engineers projects don't fail, but it is easier for a nation to bounce back from a local engineers failed project. If we look at it, the money we are going to give to foreign experts are going to be more than local engineers. If a foreign experts field project, about millions of dollars would have gone into the drain. While for foreign experts, this is more easier. While for local engineers, this is more easier for a nation to bounce back because they would have gained experience, they would have even saved time compared to foreign experts field projects. Also, you said something about foreign experts bringing international standards. Yes, they may meet international standards, but what happens to the local standards? What happens if you adapt to international standards, but you don't adapt to local standards? Connections alone don't guarantee sustainable national development. What truly drives national development is local capacity, local innovation, and local maintenance. Thank you.
Back on stage is Capitale Charlotte Yoluwali. Please, my opponent, don't quote me wrong. I am a supporting speaker did not say foreign experts bring job opportunities. Please get that right. Also, you made mention that foreign experts are too expensive. But I ask you, is it cheaper to fail with pride or to succeed with help from outside? Because what's more costly than collapse buildings and wasted effort. When a man was beaten to death in the Bible, it was not his fellow countryman who helped him. It was a Samaritan. And if the Samaritan could pay the price for saving a life, Nigeria could also pay the price for building a future. You also made mention that foreign experts, they leave. But let me tell you that in the Dangote refinery, the largest in Africa, foreign experts from India and Philippines train hundreds of engineers. And today, these local engineers are running the show. This is not abandonment, it is empowerment. And this is not colonization, it is what? Collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, back to my point. Furthermore, it's worth noting that even in the Bible, our engineering course in chapter 7, King Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived, hired Aya of Tyre to build the house of God. If King Solomon by Aya, a foreigner to build the house of God, Nigeria can import him for flyover. Let me tell you, he cannot fight a global storm with a village umbrella. You need the best mind, no matter where it comes from. And if that best mind comes with a factor, let them in. Because when it comes to development, it's not about borders, it's about brilliance. And also, we may mention that foreign experts brings sustenance and maintenance in the country. But let me tell you, why are we still struggling with dilapidated buildings and what epidemic power supply? They say local engineers stay when foreign engineers leave, but we are killing them. Thank you.
You said that after even giving projects to local engineers, we are still living in dilapidated buildings. We are still living in those kind of buildings because the government has not given enough chance to our local engineers. They have not given them the opportunity to prove to us what we can do. If we are giving the kind of income, if we are giving the kind of revenue that are given to foreign experts, the kind of opportunities that are given to outsiders coming to gain from our own country, don't you think our local engineers are going to do better than them? Also, you said something about local engineers. You also said something about local engineers. You also said something about us saying that we quoted you wrong by saying job opportunities. Let me revisit the fact. Your supporting speaker over there said that foreign experts bring job opportunities. How do you tell me that he did not say that? I'd like to hand over to my supporting speaker.
My opponent said something about, I was me saying that foreign experts are expensive and it's better to actually use an expensive one. But let me ask you a question. Do you think that technological advancement is the only sector in our country? How about education? How about security? How about health? So are you going to leave those sectors and focus mainly on technological advancement? Yes, national development is not just about technological advancement. But we need to also revisit other sectors and stop looking at only the technological advancement. And so for a right leader, a right leader will actually look at other sectors rather than only one. Thank you.
You made mention that local experts understand the terrain and the land. But let me tell you, knowing the land does not mean you can lift it. If the road keeps flooding and the bridge keeps falling, is this culture we need or someone who is calling? Even in the Bible, when the Egyptians were faced with famine, it was not local that saved them. It was Joseph, a Hebrew. Pharaoh did not say he is not part of us. He said, can we find a man in whom is the spirit of God? Then the Egyptians can trust a foreigner to save their grain. Nigeria can trust one to build its trade. Don't let us mix proximity with productivity.
In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, imagine a phone filled with power but no electricity. That's exactly what happens when nations reject foreign expertise. Let's not divide our builders into foreign and local. Let's unite them as partners of progress. Because in the orchestra of development, while local engineers may be the average, foreign experts are the lifeblood that keeps it flowing. So today, reading from the opposition team proudly says, let the motion fall. Thank you.
What a debate it has been. This couple of minutes have brought you nothing but a very intense one from Baptist Boys High School and Jacob High School. Couple of points from both teams that, to be honest, I don't even know which team to support. But don't forget the topic is, should local engineers be promoted more in our society, or we should give more room to foreign engineers? Well, this is topic of conversation, and we now hand you over to our judges, who of course have done justice to every point given by both teams. Hello, judges. Over to you, Engineer Bbhs.
Thank you so much, Mariam. Thank you so much, Engineer Temitope, FNSC. Well, it is a very cleanly contested one, and few scoreline will separate the two teams.
Interesting.
So we have it as this. For the technical contents, Jacob High School, Otta, has a total mark of 37. While Baptist Boys High School has a total mark of 39.5. For the rebuters, Jacob High School has a total mark of 18.5. While Baptist Boys High School has a total mark of 20. For the use of English, Jacob High School has a total mark of 33. While Baptist Boys High School also have a mark of 33. So at the end of the day, Jacob High School has a total point of 88.5%. While Baptist Boys High School has a total point of 92.5%. So, Baptist Boys High School is declared the winner of this episode. Thank you.
That's it. The road to semi-finals is finally cleared for Baptist Boys High School. What a journey it has been for them. But of course, like the judges said, today's competition was a fierce debate. Both teams brought in their A game. But of course, we appreciate Jacob High School, who brought in their very own energy. A round of applause for Jacob High School. This is nothing but a friendly competition among young minds. We're going to ask that both teams, if possible, extend a warm hug or handshake to show the spirit of sportsmanship in this debate competition. We're all winners here. There is always another competition to be more. Yes, it doesn't end here. It's always like that, but it doesn't end here. Our sponsor, Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon, FNSC, in collaboration with Nigerian Society of Engineers, Abeokuta branch. Thank you for watching. My name is Miriam Usman. See you next week.